I don't know who needed to hear this. Please stop coming to your appointments early, whether that's hair, nails, skin, whatever. I guess I'm speaking for myself, but I cannot stand when y'all come early. Why are you coming 20 minutes early to an appointment? Why are you coming 30 minutes early to an appointment? What am I supposed to do with you? Why are we just sitting here looking at each other? I know from a client's perspective, you think that you're coming early and you're prepared, but from a service provider's perspective, I need that extra 10. I need that extra 5 minutes. Sometimes 5 minutes is all I have to go take a little bite to eat or run to the restroom or something like that. So please stop coming to your appointments so early and expecting to be serviced, and two, expecting your service provider to not be slightly annoyed.
The professionalism in the beauty industry, the standards have fallen so far here in 2025. We have stylists now that get upset if their clients come 15, 20 minutes early. They want to charge late fees if you're 5 minutes late. They have 2 page long booking pages with all the additional fees and policies and procedures. It's like a dissertation you have to read just to try to get your hair cut, your hair done, your nails done. I mean, it's totally ridiculous the hoops that you have to jump through just to simply try to give them money, just to have a clean and professional look. I don't see how you could possibly be upset by someone coming 15 minutes earlier and have an attitude and think that somehow interrupts your space. If you still need to take a break or grab something to eat, how does that have anything to do with the client coming 15 minutes earlier? It doesn't affect your break time. That doesn't mean you have to hurry up and finish with your break. If their appointment is for, let's just say, 10 a.m. and they get there at 8:45 and you're finished, go to the bathroom, grab something to eat, and then when it's time to start the appointment, I mean, everyone's ready to go. I don't see how this is an issue.
I cannot stress this enough. As a nail tech, stop coming to your appointments 20, 30 minutes early. To all the clients out there, the people that get, services done or whatever, stop coming to your appointments early. What am I supposed to do with you? And then you're just knocking, and then you're scared because you're like, oh my God, is she going to answer the door? Blah, blah, blah. Come on now. Stop coming to your appointments early. Literally, they give you half the time. A lot of service providers, they give you a 15-minute grace period. That means you have 15 minutes to get to your appointment before the late fee applies. So if your appointment is at 3 o'clock and then you're knocking at the door at 2:30 trying to be like, oh, I don't want to be late. You're not going to be late, sweetie. I don't want to just be staring at you before I do your nails or do your toes. I'm sorry.
Do you hear this? This nail tech here is saying if you come 30 minutes, 20 minutes earlier to your appointment, you knock on the door, she may not even answer if you come too early. That's what she's kind of alluding to in this video here, because she doesn't want to have to look at you before the service is performed. These are the type of professionals that are in the industry now in 2025. And if this is your stylist and they have this type of, or nail care tech, and they have this type of mindset, you definitely need to find someone new to perform these services. I mean, this is insane that a person would literally be upset because they don't want to see your face 15 to 20 minutes earlier than your scheduled appointment time.
Hairstylist that came online talking about a client horror story that she had, and she was like, my client was upset because her appointment was like at 9 o'clock and she wanted to be there at 9 o'clock, and the hairstylist required the client to be there 10 to 15 minutes before the appointment time. Like, bitch, are you crazy? I agree with the client, because what are you talking about? If I need to be at my hair appointment 15 minutes prior, then that means the hair appointment starts 15 minutes prior. If you say I need to be at my hair appointment 15 minutes early and my appointment is at 9:30, then my appointment is at 9:15. The appointment's at 9:15. The hairstylist said, it's just like work. You show up to your job 10 to 15 minutes early. No, the fuck I don't. And the only reason I literally thought of this is because I'm on my way to work right now. It's 3:53. My shift starts at 4. I'm probably about to be there at like 55, 56. Who the fuck shows up 15 minutes early for work? Lastly, I think that's a stupid comparison, because even if I do show up 15 minutes early for work, I'm showing up early because they're paying me. It's the only reason I would show up early, because they're paying me. A hair appointment, I'm paying you. So I'm not going to show up 15 minutes early just to pay you. Are you crazy? I will say the only correct point that she made was that it did say you had to be 10 to 15 minutes early on her booking site. So if you see that the policies say that, just don't book with old girl. But if it didn't say that on the booking site, which it did, but if it did not say that on the booking site, that would have been crazy. No, I'm not going to show up 15 minutes early for my hair appointment because you're not paying me.
What you have to understand here in 2025, especially if you're booking to get any type of hair done, you have to look at these stylists and these techs booking policies now. Because again, like I told you, I mentioned before, they have 1 to 2 pages of all these rules and regulations that must be followed, and usually you have to, agree to these policies and procedures when you're booking an appointment. Now, if this stylist had in her booking agreement or booking policy that you need to arrive 10 to 15 minutes prior to your appointment, then that's when old girl should have showed up. Again, I believe you should try to get to anywhere that you're going, whether it's a medical appointment, hair appointment. You want to get there, give yourself 10 to 15 minutes just in case traffic, just in case of, something, anything that could come up, and you can still make sure you make it there on time. You should definitely be trying to get to work, 10 to 15 minutes earlier so you can a little bit decompress a little bit and before you have to start your day. So the sad thing with the hair care industry now is you have to make sure that you're looking at this type of booking information and understand all these rules and regulations that these stylists have. I know it's a headache. Me personally, I would just find a stylist that didn't have all the. I'm not going to a stylist or anyone to cut my hair who has all these booking agreements and booking contracts that you have to sign. That for me is automatically a red flag. And another thing is I mentioned this in the past before. I try to stay away from stylists under the age of 40 because they tend to be kind of ridiculous with the requirements. Also, they feel like they're doing you a favor by cutting your hair or doing your hair. So I stay far, far away if I can from stylists that are under the age of 40.
I want to say, don't come to your hair appointment late, but also don't come early because that's going to send me into a frenzy for no reason. I'm thinking like right on time. Let's say your appointment's at 11 o'clock. I'm thinking from 11 to 11:01, not a minute, 11:02 maybe, not a minute earlier and not a minute later. Because even though you tell me when you get there at 10:45 and you tell me, hey, don't rush, and I'm trying to eat a salami sandwich, I'm rushing, bro. I'm in a hurry today.
Do you hear this? This woman says, don't come 15 minutes early. The ideal time to come if you have an appointment for 11 o'clock is between 11 and 11:01. Not a What's wrong with these stylists in 2025? What is wrong? You should be happy that your client is there 15 minutes earlier because that means even if you're running late, you still have a little bit of time to finish up. And if you happen to finish up with your client earlier, then you could start right. You could bring her in a little bit earlier, and it just makes the process more smoother. Or if you want to take a break, you should. I don't understand how someone getting there 15 minutes earlier is making you feel anxious and making you feel like you can't take your whole 15-minute break if their appointment is for a certain time. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'd much rather have my client come earlier, 15 minutes, 20 minutes earlier than 15 to 20 minutes late. Because if that happens throughout the course of a whole day and you're booked, that's going to put you extremely behind as the day goes on.
What do y'all do about clients that arrive too early to their appointments? Like over 15 minutes early. I've had clients arrive as early as 30 minutes before their appointment. And to me, that's excessive. Now, don't get me wrong. I have a lot of clients that have become friends. So they like to hang out and kind of chat before their appointment. But in respect to the client that I currently have in the chair, I try to, not have anybody kind of lingering around during my current appointment. Also, it gives me anxiety because now I feel like I have to rush on my current appointment and I don't technically because you're not supposed to be here yet. So what do y'all do in these situations? Or have you even had that happen to you?
what does she mean linger around? Like this client is loitering outside of a store. This is a paying customer that came a little bit earlier. I mean, they're making this into like they're like a criminal. Like you're like this is a criminal offense that you're committing, and you're loitering outside of the business when you have an appointment and you just arrived 15 to 20 minutes earlier. I mean, I don't see why this is such a huge issue for stylists. But let me know in the comments below. I want to hear from the stylists. I want to hear from clients. How do you feel about this topic? I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.